Glaze is a powerful thing, and it spreads like a virus. To some people, it's like a drug almost, where they can't help but just spread it. And what you find to be glaze-worthy, I might not, and vice versa, but I'm something of a glaze epidemiologist, where once something starts to spiral, I start to study and try and sink my teeth into it to find out, does it deserve this level of adoration? And such is the case with an anime that just premiered called Sentenced to be a Hero. I'd never heard of it before, but seemingly out of nowhere, tons of people gushing grannies over it. I've even seen some people say that this will be the biggest anime of the season, which is big boy words. That's beefier than this fart. Don't know if the mic picked it up. That one was just a bunch of air. The hair was a silencer on that one. Not a lot of bass there. Point is, this is a stacked season for anime. Some huge names are coming in for a new season that people are extremely excited for. But right now, all eyes and all attention are on Sentenced to be a Hero. Now, granted, it has started before a lot of the other ones, but it has a huge 9.1 rating as of me making this video, so of course, I had to check it out. Does it live up to the hype? Now, there's only one episode of it right now, but it's an hour long, which I really appreciate it. I think that's always pretty special. To me, that shows like a level of confidence in the show that they believe it's going to be a spectacle, and we're coming out, the gloves are off. So it's 1 hour premiere here for Sentenced to be a Hero, and let me tell you, wow, is it impressive. Like, the visuals in this are incredible. I saw that was a lot of people's big point is how great the action is in Sentenced to be a Hero. They weren't lying. It is constant action throughout this hour, and it is animated beautifully. It goes fucking hard, and I love that our main character, Xylo's power, isn't the standard, super strength kind of thing. He uses sacred seals. One of them lets him fly, and the main one you see him using for combat is he imbues swords with fire and light, which cause them to explode. So he throws swords that blow up on impact, and he uses it to kill demons. In this show, they're called fairies. They're controlled by a demon lord. It is extremely hype. This premiere felt like I was watching the finale to an anime season. This was almost anime movie level quality for this hour. I was very, very, very impressed. They were definitely right when it came to the hype around the action and the animation. It was extremely good. Now, I also was pretty interested in the world they build here. Hero shows are a dime a dozen. That's the main thing. Even outside of anime, everything is geared towards hero type content. So immediately the name Sentenced to be a Hero, I thought, okay, it'll probably be a pretty generic hero anime, which is fine as long as, it's cool. They do give it a different spin. So in this universe, being a hero is the worst thing you can be. It's a crime. Rather, it is the biggest possible punishment for criminals. When people see a hero like Xylo, they're not excited. They're angry, they're upset, because they know that the reason he is a hero is because he was sentenced to be one, meaning he is the lowest of the low. He is a piece of shit that took a shit. If you are punished, the worst imaginable punishment in that world is being sentenced to be a hero, which gives you basically immortality, where even if you do die on hero duty, they drag your soul back from hell in order to make you be a hero again, so you're constantly being fundamentally tortured on the front lines fighting for the rest of the people around you. So it's not a noble position, it's the worst position, which is an interesting spin on it. And also, they introduce goddesses, which are these weapons that are utilized by the knights. However, in episode 1, our hero, Xylo, makes a pact with a goddess, and they are fundamentally the most powerful weapon against the fairies / the demon lords. It's a really interesting spin off of tropes in the anime hero genre, and I'm very curious to see where it goes. That being said, it's very simple so far. We're only an hour in. Our main character, he was betrayed, and his crime seems to have all been a setup, and now he's forced to endure this eternal punishment for it, where he is viewed as the ultimate evil. And of course, there's other heroes around him, and now he has a new goddess that he has made a pact with, and they will be fighting fairies and demon lords, presumably for the rest of the season. So while it's not extremely deep right now, I could never expect it to be after just one episode, 1 hour long, but it is enough to get me hooked on the show, and I want to see it through for sure. Like, the action was incredible, the animation was amazing, and I do think the narrative is interesting enough and different enough from the others in there that it feels fresh. Overall, I really liked it. I definitely understand why there's so much hype around it now. I think it lives up to the hype for sure. Now, I do want to express there is only one episode out, so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that this is like the best episode in the season. Like, maybe from here, the animation takes a fucking nosedive. We've seen it before. Ninja Kamui, Lord help us. Anyone that watched that train wreck unfold. The first 3 episodes, fucking masterpiece, and then it just eats the fattest ass you've ever seen. CGI out the wazoo, becomes like the worst mecha anime ever. They even had like AI images in it at one point. It was a fucking disaster. But it had 3 amazing, beautiful episodes in the beginning. Huge bait and switch with Ninja Kamui. I'm praying that's not the case with Sentenced to be a Hero. I'm pretty optimistic it won't go down that path, but I wanted to at least make a mention that it's something kind of in the back of my head here, since this was such an explosive, beautiful start to it. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in the season, but I wonder if they can keep up that level of quality throughout the entire series here. I feel like they probably can. I think they probably wouldn't have done an hour blowing their load right away if the rest is just trash. Like, if the rest is dog shit, I don't think they would just dump an hour immediately. They'd probably want to spread that out as much as they could. So I'm pretty confident that it's going to stay very high quality throughout. This was a real pleasant surprise of a show here, and another anime that I'll be watching this season. It really is crazy how stacked this season is. There are so many bangers, and now, from out of nowhere, from the top turnbuckle, Sentenced to be a Hero comes in and just fucking lat spreads. It was a really good premiere, and while we're on the subject of anime, I started Orb on the Movements of the Earth very recently. Well, I started a while ago, but then tons of other stuff came out, so I ended up watching that, fell to the back burner. Started again recently. What an incredible show. I haven't finished it yet, but man, what an amazing show. And then I heard that the creator of Orb made 100 Meters. Buddy mine Dankin hasn't stopped going ballistic over how good 100 Meters is, which is an anime movie that's on Netflix right now. So I also just watched that. What a fucking amazing movie. I've said this for the last, 3-4 years maybe. We are actually in the golden age of anime animation, in terms of how incredible these shows look. I know plenty of people will split hairs over, the quality of anime that's coming out, whatever. I'm not here to have that debate. I'm talking purely from the standpoint of animation. It is breathtaking how incredible the shows and movies are that are coming out. Visual masterpieces. The spectacle is unbelievable. In 100 Meters, there is a 3.5-ish minute continuous shot that is painstakingly rotoscoped frame by frame. I looked it up. It's 9,800 or something drawings just for that one section. It is a clear labor of love, and the passion is oozing out from that film every second. I was really, really, really impressed with 100 Meters. And I'm really enjoying Orb, so I'm definitely going to be finishing Orb as well. Big fan of that creator now. Back-to-back bangers I really liked from them. I just wanted to briefly mention that here since I'm just yapping about anime. Incredible stuff is coming out right now. And like I said, this season is so fucking stacked. Also, Fate, the new Fate series just started. It just had its premiere. I haven't seen that one yet, but apparently it's really good. So anyway, yeah, back to the whole point of the video. Sentenced to be a Hero. Great start. Excited to see more. That's really about it. It lived up to the hype. That's about it. See ya.